Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently.
Mental fortitude is the most significant of the multitude of excellencies on the grounds that without boldness you can't rehearse anyone with any interest at all in truly seeing more. Take that assertion or that example a little more profound today on Super Soul Sunday. My discussion go on with my most prominent profound educator 4 years, Oprah Winfrey, has worshipped Maya Angelou as a rousing figure in April last year. The media symbol respected the memory of the late memoirist and writer with a sincere recognition on Instagram. In her post, she thought about their persevering through kinship traversing many years and the important life examples granted by Angelou, yet with every one of the tales happening about Oprah Winfrey and her contribution in human risk and dark entertainers. Repudiating is it almost certainly correct that Maya Angelou has proactively cautioned us in those days about Oprah, obscure character. We should figure out more about this subject, will we? Obviously, before we go any further, ensure first that you buy into our station and hit that notice ringer for additional updates and recordings like this. Currently, we should get rolling. Carry on with your life, such that you won't lament long stretches of futile temperance and dormancy. With no fortitude, you can do nothing else. Well, you can do it sporadically. Yeah, not in every case. You can be whimsically liberal. You can be unpredictably lenient. Individuals who didn't make it. I know as I stay here at 59, I contemplate it. Very one individuals who didn't come to 59. In her post, Winfrey thought back about her security with Maya Angelou, sharing how she previously experienced Angelou's work as a kid, later gathering her in her late 20s. She thought of the insight Angelou bestowed, including essential statements like, when individuals let you know what their identity is, accept them. Whenever Oprah Winfrey first keeps on drawing strength from Maya Angelou's insight, even after her passing in 2014, esteeming her tutor's direct in spite of reactions. Winfrey recognizes Angelou's significant effect on her life, praising her as her most prominent educator. Angelou's heritage, established in her works on bigotry and personality, reverberates worldwide, with Winfrey regarding her through promotion and strengthening drives by supporting developments like me as well, and putting resources into training for young ladies. Winfrey conveys forward Angelou's tradition of strengthening and social change, chugging along as expected. That rough our veins? I don't know yet. It's something past the clarification anyway. Oprah's support for dark female entertainers appears to have its cutoff points. As of late, Taji P. Henson shared that she almost left an Oprah-created movie, Purple, due to being paid short of what she merited. The debate emerged during the press visit where H, in depicting the personality of Suge Avery in the exceptionally expected movie, genuinely examined the difficulties she looked in Hollywood. Her close-to-home disclosure aimed during an appearance on Gail Ruler's Sirius XM show, sending shockwaves through media outlets. Base again, like, I never did what I recently did, and I'm simply worn out. I'm drained. I'm worn out. MHI. Get that. I get that it wears on you, no, making an already difficult situation even worse. Henson uncovered that half of her compensation goes to charges, with one more 30% designated to her group. In an open second, she communicated her dissatisfactions, getting down on the business's smugness. I ought to take a gander at Taji, and rapidly turns away. And I take a gander at Taji, take a gander at her legs. She locks it away from Oprah, looking into rippling her eyes, attempting to keep down tears. The debate extended when TikTok clients examined two recordings from a press occasion advancing Purple, dissecting the non-verbal communication of Taraji P. Henson and Oprah Winfrey. TikTokers guessed that the two didn't have a decent relationship. They recommended that Henson seemed desolate and awkward around her maker, particularly taking note of that Winfrey didn't truly collaborate with Henson as she did with different entertainers, was undeniably quit for the day, like even attempted to open up, and was surrounding Oprah, pulls out, attempting to find a break, goes right behind. No creaks. I take a gander at Taji face. She's very much like not having it. Monique, a dark entertainer, took a stand in opposition to the unreasonable treatment in media outlets in May 2017 at the Apollo Theater in Los Angeles, not is standing, winning a foundation grant for her job in the 2009 movie Valuable. She felt disregarded for occupations and supposedly being extorted by Chief Lee Daniels in the wake of declining to lobby for the film during parts of the 2010 honors season. Monique wouldn't advanced the movie abroad without remuneration, communicating her disappointments in a 2015 meeting with the Hollywood journalist Young Lady, fell head over heels for the lights, the fabulousness, and the gel de glit. The Young Lady fell head over heels for a lady named Oprah Winfrey on a nearby syndicated program in Baltimore. In her 2017 execution at the Apollo Theater, Monique additionally blamed Oprah Winfrey for having an influence in her debasing from the business during her 2017 exhibition at the Apollo Theater. Monique stood out as truly newsworthy with an extensive talk intensely denouncing Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and Oprah Winfrey of whiteballing her, as opposed to announcing this wasn't whenever Oprah first had frustrated Monique in 2009 during the arrival of valuable. They were dear companions holding over shared encounters of familial battles. When I saw Taji Mom, broken mom, on those stages, it was excruciating to observe anyway. Things among Oprah and Monique soured after Oprah reached Monique about her sibling, who Monique blamed for doing something wrong. Oprah needed to have him on her show after he connected with her. She got some information about it, vowing not to have him on the show without her endorsement. Monique concurred for her sibling to be on Oprah's show, yet said she needed no part in it anyway. When Monique's sibling showed up on the Oprah show, their folks likewise came, which Monique didn't expect. This furious Monique since felt Oprah booked her mom despite her good faith. Monique accepts Oprah had an influence in harming her family relationship. Due to this, Maya Angelou quit representing 5 years after an episode where her savvy words were disregarded. During this time, she submerged herself in perusing crafted by renowned essayists like Shakespeare, Webb, Dewey, Langston Hughes, and Edgar Allan Poe. She likewise retained bunches of verse, including pieces by Paul Laurence Dunbar. Also in 2021, Oprah shared her own awful insight from when she was a kid, uncovering that she failed to really see what was befalling her at that point and a half. Was let out of prison and was found dead that evening. While Oprah Winfrey's account of young life injury has blended compassion, there have been reports scrutinizing its legitimacy. Biographer Kitty Kelly, known for covering VIP mysteries, including Oprah, cast uncertainty on the legitimacy of Oprah's cases. Kelly uncovered that a portion of Oprah's family members, like her cousin Catherine Esther, question her declarations. They propose that Oprah's stories probably won't be altogether evident, estimating that her riches and influence presently quiet any difficulties to her story, notwithstanding the discussion encompassing Oprah. Maya Angelou's flexibility stays a guide of motivation, conceived Margaret Annie Johnson. On April 4, 1928, in St. Louis, Missouri, Angelou's childhood was set apart by difficulties. Her folks' grieved marriage drove her to reside with her fatherly grandma, Annie Henderson. Stumps, Arkansas, close by her sibling Bailey. Sometime down the road, Angelou offered thanks for her grandma's impact and the dependability she gave. Annie Henderson and her child Angelou's uncle Willie owned the neighborhood store in Stamps, Arkansas. Annie was sharp in her business and profoundly cherishing towards her family. Angelou respected her grandma enormously, acknowledging her for giving her the gifts of adoration and certainty. Experiencing childhood in Stamps had a solid sense of reassurance for Angelou until she turned 14. Her grandma stressed over their well-being as dark children in the isolated South, concluded it was the ideal opportunity for them to move. In 1942, they migrated to Oakland, California to reside with their mom. Angelou procured a